And here we are, once again, another episode of the podcast, The Middle Country Public Library Podcast. Sal DiVincenzo here in the studio with my fabulous colleagues, Sara Fade.
Hello.
Nicole Rambo.
Hello.
How is everyone doing this week?
Good.
Everybody's doing all right? Yeah? Everybody's okay? No gigglies? No giggles? No? Okay. Very good.
No, I won't.
You won't?
The whole show.
Okay.
I can't not.
I just love it. If you want to hear more of the giggles, you should subscribe to our channel because we do that on a regular basis here at the podcast. You can either go to our website, mcplpodcast.com, or click subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. See, I got that right out of the way. See that? And you know what? Turn the notification bell on because
All right, now you're asking too much.
Now we just like to annoy you a little bit with a little ding, and it's like, oh, them again? Okay. All right. Who would like to go first this week? Come on. Be bold.
Sarah.
Be brave. Go, Sarah. You go.
Okay.
What do you got for us?
Okay, so it's getting colder out.
Yes. This is fancy. I got to tell you. Sarah's fancy
I've
this week.
come prepared this week.
Sarah's fancy this week.
So
You're hitting that print button.
Yes. So people like to snuggle down and read more,
Okay.
I feel like. And so some people like to really dig in and get a nice series.
Ooh.
So I looked up some authors that have a lot of series.
Oh, nice.
So if you're one of those people that really like a book and you want to keep it going, check out some of these authors. Some of them are they're very popular.
Yeah, I got to say, that's probably my first check when I'm going to start a book. Is it going to be a series or is it a series?
Right.
Because if I like it, I want to hear more of it.
Right.
Yes.
I
Right.
read more of it, yeah.
So
Something worse than reading a book and you're like,
I know.
it's like coming in 2025. I'm like, no.
I know. So the first author is Michael Connelly. He wrote a few series. His most famous one is Harry Bosch, where he has 24 books.
24 books.
Wow.
Then we have, he likes names. So then
Okay.
the Jack McAvoy series with
Yes.
3 books.
Yes.
Terry McCaleb.
Yes.
And he also wrote The Lincoln Lawyer.
I love that show.
Oh, wow.
7 books in there.
I know.
Wow, that's 7 books.
Yeah. And then another series with Renee Ballard. And that has 6 books in it. So I have the pictures of some. Michael Connelly wrote The Lincoln Lawyer. And a little synopsis. Mickey Haller has spent all his professional life afraid that he wouldn't recognize innocence if it stood right in front of him, which is bad if you are a lawyer. But what he should have been on the watch was for evil. Haller is a Lincoln lawyer, a criminal defense attorney who operates out of the backseat of his Lincoln town car, traveling between the far-flung courthouses of Los Angeles to defend clients of every kind.
Oh, I thought it was just because he liked Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, he wears a top hat.
I swear to you, that's what I thought it was.
Really?
I thought it had something. I thought it was his style. I thought it had something like, because Lincoln was a lawyer. Wasn't
Really?
Lincoln a lawyer? Right? Wasn't Abraham Lincoln a lawyer? Am I misunderstanding?
But there was
Let's
even
get
a
Jim
movie.
Ward on the phone.
Yeah, I was saying there's a movie and a TV show.
And a TV. The movie was Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, okay.
And
I guess I didn't understand
Amore. It was
Seems to be.
I want to say Tori Amos, but it's not Tori Amos. It's she was in My Cousin Vinny.
Oh, Marissa Tomei?
Marissa Tomei was in that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Black Echo,
Okay.
Harry Bosch. Harry Bosch sounds like it should be, like English or something, but it's LAPD, homicide cop.
Okay.
Harry Bosch. Hero, Maverick, Nighthawk. The body in the drain pipe at Mulholland Dam is more than another anonymous statistic. This one is personal.
Personal.
Yeah.
That was also a TV show, right?
I feel like it is,
Yeah.
but an older one. So, joining with an enigmatic female FBI agent pitted against enemies within his own department, Bosch must make the agonizing choice between justice and vengeance.
So here's the question for every author that Sara goes through: do they really write every single one of their
I
books?
know.
No, we know they don't.
I know.
Let's see. All right.
But how many do they have to write before they don't have to write them anymore, do you think? Like, how many do they have to sell before they start getting
A lot.
ghostwriters? Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they probably
Yeah.
wrote a Or at least they sold a good amount of their own
They
writing.
have to rely on their name, so they have to at least.
Yeah.
They have to be a best-selling author.
Yeah. So I wonder how many books that takes. It's not.
I'm sure it's more money than books.
Just start.
Right. Yeah. Like sales. Like how many book sales that takes. Yeah.
Nicole, just start writing
I
and see
know.
what happens.
Yeah.
Well, the romance genre is big on this. So.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, actually. Okay. So check out this wad.
We all know who
right.
this is.
James Patterson.
Definitely has ghostwriters.
Yeah, the man himself. Okay, so he has multiple series. Not only is he for adult,
Right.
young adult,
Yep.
Yeah.
and children's.
Yeah.
Yes. So, okay, the Alex Cross series, whopping 33 books.
Wow.
Travis McKinley series, When the Wind Blows, Women's Murder Club, very popular. That has 25 books.
Wow.
Oh, is that a show? Maybe not. Maybe it's another women's club.
I'm surprised it's not, to be honest with
Are
you.
you thinking of the women's detective, the something women's
Maybe.
detective agency?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maximum Ride, which is YA, but it can be a crossover. Michael Bennett, 17 books. I never heard of that. Some more YA. The Private series,
Yes. It's all private.
20 books, and there's you can see that's written with other people.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Which means he puts his name on the book and the other
Yeah.
person
Wrote
writes
it.
it.
Yeah.
yeah. So that's 20 books. NYPD Red. That has 6 books so far. Zoo, the Zoo series. Emmy Dockery. Murder House. Harriet Blue. Wait, there's so many. Instinct.
Wow.
Yeah, Billy Harney Thrillers. Investigation Discoveries.
Did you say Harney?
Billy Harney.
Just want to make sure.
I know I have problems, but Harney.
Okay.
Okay, Texas Ranger.
Yes.
Amy Cornwall. Shadow.
I thought Amy Cornwall was a writer.
And also it's about her, yeah. Doc Savage Thrillers.
Oh my goodness.
Shadow series. Jane Smith.
Clearly,
Holmes, Marple, and Poe. That's new.
the man is not writing every single one of these
No.
books.
And that was,
Yeah.
that's excluding.
But I wonder if you want to be like, say you're a writer. Do you want to be like a ghostwriter for one of these people and use that and be like, well, I actually wrote that. You know, like, is that a good no? Oh.
They probably have to sign NDAs.
Yeah.
You know.
I'd say.
And anyway, it's
Well, you could
probably
be like,
this.
have it like tattooed on you.
Someone. I have to assume some ghostwriters actually put some sort of Easter egg inside their writing. So, like, if you read down the page, it says, "Hi, my name is Bob. I wrote this book."
Yeah, that's what I would do.
You know, right? Yeah. Every single book that I write for someone else has my name in it. The character, Sara Fade, says,
Why are all these?
yeah.
Is she crossing over, or it's a new person?
So, Along Came a Spider, that's the first book in the Alex Cross series. Alex Cross is a homicide detective with a PhD in psychology. He works and lives in Southeast DC and looks like Muhammad Ali in his prime.
Nice.
He's a tough guy from a tough part of town who wears Harris tweed jackets and likes to relax by banging out Gershwin tunes on his baby grand piano. But
Wow.
he also has two adorable kids of his own, and they are his own special vulnerabilities. Can't have it all.
That was a movie too, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Is this? Who is this? This actor? I know this actor.
You do?
I thought I did. Is this? Oh, you know what? I think I'm messing him up. I thought that was the actor who was in Marvel. Doesn't he look like Sam?
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So, all right.
But there is a series, but anyway. So he also wrote First to Die, the Women's Murder Club novel, but like I said, there's 24 of them or 25, and they all have like second to eat, third to whatever. 4 crime-solving friends, all women, face off against a killer in San Francisco in the Women's Murder Club novel that launched his thrilling series. Each one holds a piece of the puzzle. Lindsay Boxer is a homicide inspector. Claire Washburn is a medical examiner. Jill Bernhardt is an assistant DA, and Cindy Thomas just started working the crime desk of the San Francisco Chronicle.
Oh, that sounds good. I like to read these.
Okay, so here's how my brain worked on that one.
Okay.
So the actor in Cross, which is on Amazon, his name is Aldous Hodge, and he played Hawkman in Black Adam. So not Marvel, DC, and he was Hawkman, which is like the character in Marvel, which was the Falcon.
I'm following the dots. Okay. All right. So here's another lengthy resume. Nora Roberts.
Yes,
My girl.
also probably has.
So many.
One
so
or two.
many. Okay, ready, you guys? The Irish Legacy trilogy. The Banyan. She really likes Ireland. Banyan family. The McGregors.
That's how it
Celebrity Magazine. Great chefs. Royals of Cordina. DC Detectives. O'Hurley. The O'Hurley series. Jack's History. The Stanislavski family. Night Tales. Calhoun Women. The Donovan Legacy. Kunkanen Sisters Trilogy, The McKay Brothers, The Dream Trilogy, The Chesapeake Bay series, Stars of Mithra, Gallagher's of Ardmore, Three Sisters Island.
This just sounds like an Irish family reunion.
Yeah, the Key
Where everybody
series.
has a great time. There's drinking and dancing.
So much. The Garden series, The Circle Trilogy, The Sign of Seven Trilogy, The Bride Quartet, The In Boonesboro Trilogy, Cousins O'Dwyer Trilogy,
The trilogy.
The Guardians Trilogy, Chronicles of the One. But there's 3 books of that. Just so you know.
It's whole chronicle.
Yeah. Dragonheart Legacy.
Oh,
And finally, the Lost Bride Trilogy. But there's only 2 books out of those. So,
Okay.
so many.
My goodness.
Okay,
gracious.
ready? So the Night Tale series, okay, by Nora Roberts. When Detective Boyd Fletcher is assigned to protect radio DJ Scylla O'Rourke, he is surprised by the intense attraction he feels for his charge. Scylla keeps her vulnerability hidden behind an impenetrable wall. But when the threatening phone calls she's receiving force her to rely on Boyd, she finds herself letting him into her heart. Okay, then we have Nora Roberts playing the odds.
Playing the odds.
Yeah, this is the McGregor series.
the McGregors.
Serena McGregor satisfies her thirst for freedom and adventure on the open seas as a blackjack dealer on a cruise ship.
I knew it had something to do
I know.
with casino.
Listen,
Oh my God. There. No one knows about her wealthy upbringing, of course. But the mysterious Justin Blade recognizes something different in the elegant blonde. And when he saunters up to her table, he decides to take the biggest gamble of his life by playing for keeps.
I feel like you're personally attacking me.
Why would you say that? Okay. The Irish Thoroughbred.
All right.
This is the Irish Legacy
Irish
trilogy.
Legacy, 1981.
For Adelia D. Kanani, her uncle's invitation is a dream come true. He wants her to come to America to work with him at one of the most respected stables in the country. Starting as a groomer puts Dee in constant contact with the horses she loves, as well as Travis Grant, the stable's proud owner. And as the lush Maryland horse country begins to work its charms on Dee, so does Travis, pulling her into a turbulent passion with unexpected consequences. Irish lass, she's in for it when she goes to Maryland.
And Nora Roberts is also J.D. Robb.
Yeah,
With
that's
another
right.
million more books, so
I know.
who's writing those.
For those of you not watching, Nicole is squirming over there.
Then we have Tom Clancy.
Oh, I love Tom Clancy.
Yeah, he was a Maryland insurance broker.
Really?
Yeah. So
Well,
he,
what else are you gonna do besides write books?
I know. Let's see. He wrote the Jack Ryan series,
Yes.
the John Clark series,
Yes.
Tom Clancy's Power Plays, the Commander series.
Can I tell you something about Tom Clancy? He was the first author that I started reading as a series thing. That the Sum of All Fears, the Jack Ryan, I guess it would be that series. Who, for the first time in my life, and I was a kid, I could not put a book down. And I was on vacation, and we were like on the, like someone rented a boat and we're on this beautiful boat in the middle of the Mediterranean.
And there's little Sal.
There's all these like scantily clad,
What's Jack Ryan doing?
scantily clad women swimming around, right? There's like literally like scantily clad women swimming around this beautiful Italian, and I'm literally at the bow of the ship, the boat, like reading, what's going to happen with this? And everybody made fun of me.
Oh.
There you go.
All right.
You should write him a letter. Maybe
Yeah.
Is he dead?
He's dead.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Right.
According to all of his
Too late.
ghostwriters,
Yeah, he's still
Yes.
publishing.
Dear Ghostwriter.
Commanders series, Tom Clancy's Net Force, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, which those video games, Tom Clancy's End War.
And I think these are the ones that are written by other people, right? Because it's like the
Tom
brand, the brand,
Clancy's, yeah.
the brand, right? It's
The brand of Tom Clancy. So we have here, Without Remorse, the first John Clark novel, now a major motion picture.
Is it?
Yeah.
So John Clark, by the way, is a character from the Jack Ryan series. So Willem Dafoe,
It's here. Oh.
that's that character.
Wait, I only watched the ones. Wait, it's the what's his name? John Krasinski.
Yeah.
That's the ones I watch.
Okay, because it's John Krasinski.
Yeah. Its hero is John Kelly, a man well familiar to Clancy's readers by his codename, Mr. Clark. In the sum of all fears, he hunted down nuclear terrorists. In clear and present danger, he led aerial raids against drug lords. And the Cardinal of the Kremlin, he spirited away a KGB chief's family by submarine. Oh. But nothing will ever be as deadly or as personal as the danger he must face in Without Remorse.
Yes. Someone stole his pizza.
Well, that's worth going after. Tom Clancy, the first Jack Ryan novel, The Hunt for Red October, which was the movie.
Oh my goodness, this book and the movie just
Yeah.
both fantastic.
Sal is going back
Going back
to his younger
back in
days.
time.
The #1 New York Times bestseller that launched the phenomenal career of Tom Clancy, the gripping military thriller that introduced the world to his unforgettable hero, Jack Ryan.
That's a good name.
Yeah.
When the Starliner, the Boeing thing that they just brought back, the capsule, like a couple days ago, was making these noises, like
Yeah.
these sonar pinging noises,
Yeah.
and everyone on X or on Instagram was saying, "Just send one ping from this movie, one ping only, please."
And then lastly, we have the ever popular David Baldacci.
Yes, who was here at the library many
Yes.
years ago.
And he's a lawyer. So he's
Yes.
the last series, King and Maxwell, the Camel Club, Shaw and Katie James, John Puller, Will Roby, Vega Jane, Memory Man.
Never ends.
He was a nice man.
He
a nice
was
guy.
very nice.
Is he still alive?
Yes.
I mean, when he was here, he was a
Yeah.
nice man.
Atlee Pine, Alois. Oh my God. Yeah, you try it.
Aloysius?
Okay, Alicious Archer, Travis Devine, and then he has several standalone novels, as they all
Nice.
do. So as you can see, there's an ample amount. Sal did
There
not
is-
want me rambling on and on about them all, but
Ample
plenty
amount.
of series.
We're gonna have to split this episode into 2 parts.
Look at that stack.
This is a stack.
Yeah, so I
That's
suggest if you
absolutely
want a
sure,
series, come to the adult desk. We'll print it out for you so you can read them in order.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get them all here.
Cool. Yes, I want to read the Freddie and the French Fries series from David Baldacci.
Yeah, there's 2 of them, and that is in Young Adult.
Young adult. Very nice. Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome.
Okay. Nicole, what do you have for us this week?
So the other day, Sarah asked me if I was potty training my child yet. And I was, no, he's too little. But I was like, when I do, yes, he is.
I don't have
he's
children,
big
but
sized, but
I
he's
would
little.
say they're never too little
brain.
to learn to use the bathroom. Go crawl to the bathroom.
But I said, when I do, I'm going to follow the Farmer's Almanac. And she was like, what are you talking about?
Yes, what are you talking about?
So the Farmer's Almanac is many things, but it has like the best day. One of the things that it has is like best days for different things, like very oddly specific
my
things.
goodness, Nicole, what are you going to tell me? There's a best day for potty training?
Yeah.
If there wasn't one, it'd be really.
Yeah, then why would I have brought up that story? So you have a conversation Sarah and I had. Here's a list of authors who wrote a lot of books.
Hey.
That was a good time. I'll do that next week. So the Farmer's Almanac is a reference, so you can't take it out. But we do have a bunch here, all the years. So we have 2025 and 2024 that are coming up. And it's actually, I was saying this too before we started recording, the almanac itself is like super short. It's like starts on page 116, where it tells you, a couple pages tell you how to actually read it because it's really confusing. Yeah. And then it just goes from pages like 120 to 146, but there's 288 pages in here. So it's like a lot. It's like a digest, you know, that you would read or whatever. So there's a ton of advertisements for things. There's in the beginning, there's like articles, like story, editorials or whatever. Yeah, there's recipes. There's like a lot of different stuff. In the back, there's some sign language, which is funny. Neat. Anecdotes and pleasantries, essay contest. Ooh, we can win money. You can submit an essay, win $300.
How to be unpleasant is in there. Yeah.
But anyway, so I thought that was funny, and then so for 2024. The best days for different things. We have the best days to quit smoking.
Okay.
So if you're ready to quit smoking in this month for September, it's September 22nd or September 30th.
There you go.
All right. Let's see. Are you making jams or jellies?
No.
Okay. Well, if you decide to, do it on September 16th or 17th.
Nice.
Today, it's the day that we're recording is the 10th, so you can straighten your hair today.
There you go. As you can see, Nicole and Sara both did that today.
Yeah. And then, or you can go camping as well.
And straighten your hair.
Yes.
Yeah. If you need a loan, September 20th or 21st. If you're getting married, I hope you already did so, because the 4th, 5th, and 6th were the best days this month. Yep. To slaughter livestock, if you're killing your livestock, 7th and 8th.
If you are. If that's what you're doing.
And so for...
if you're just murdering them, then...
yeah, any day. That's fine.
It's a nice way of saying it. Slaughter.
And then for the potty training, it's under like the weaning section. So like if you're weaning animals or babies... potty training, September 22nd and 30th.
So you got a couple weeks left.
Yeah, I think he's still a little for that, but yes,
never too early to learn to read and learn how to go on the potty.
Yeah. So there's perm hair, there's mow to promote growth and mow to slow growth.
What?
Mow?
Yeah, so
like mowing?
Yeah.
Oh,
but
mowing.
To promote the growth of your grass, or if you want it to slow it down, like, so those are different days for different things. Start projects, end projects, have dental care. If you need to go to the dentist, make your appointment for the 2nd, 3rd, the 29th, or the 30th. To paint, to wash windows, to wash floors, the 16th and the 17th.
Wow. There's never a good day for that.
I know.
That's right.
So, yeah, did you know? Are you going to follow it?
No.
Why not?
Well, I'm not doing any of those things.
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to do?
Nothing. She's going to sit on the couch. What's the couch sitting on the couch and eating?
What's the day to shop online?
There you go, yes.
While sitting on the couch.
Get a good deal on Amazon.com. What day is that?
Yeah, I wonder if they do Prime. But then I also looked, because there's also, I didn't know this when I like typed into Google like Farmer's Almanac best days. There's 2. Did you know there's 2 Farmer's Almanac?
Yes.
Isn't there the old Farmer's?
So there's the old Farmer's Almanac, which is the one that we have here, and those are like the best days ones. And then there's the Farmer's Almanac.
Yes.
So
those ruffians who split off from the farmers.
So the old Farmer's is older in 1792.
Hence the old.
Yes, and the Farmer's is 1818.
Okay.
So
not too far off.
And then the old Farmer's is based in Lewiston, Maine, and the new one is in, or the newer one is in Dublin, New Hampshire. And they also, like, when you're looking at it, everything is based around being in those locations. So you have to do more kind of calculations to figure out how it suits your part of the country. And the weather predictions for the old ones are for 18 months in advance and for 18 U.S. regions. And the newer one is 16 months in advance, and they go by 7 U.S. climate zones.
Yeah.
And then they each have their own prediction formulas. So Robert Thomas, who is the Old Farmer's Almanac, believed that Earth's weather is influenced by magnetic storms on the surface of the sun. And they did start incorporating satellite data, jet stream patterns, and ocean temperature records.
Might as well, right? If it's out there.
But the newer one has a mathematical and astronomical formula developed by David Young, and that includes solar activity, lunar activity, and position of planets, and they did not incorporate
So they're not. We don't listen to them.
No, exactly. I told you, ruffians they are.
However, they're more accurate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Old Farmer's Almanac is right about 52% of the time, according to a University of Illinois study. Monthly forecast to be about 52% accurate. And then this infograph says that the other one's about 80, but both claim to be about 80 to 85% accurate.
But the other one's 80%?
Around that.
Wow.
Yeah. The equation for the Old Farmer's Almanac is stored in a black box somewhere at the headquarters under lock and key. No one has it.
Along with the KFC recipe?
Yeah. And the newer one is a pseudonym, Caleb Weatherby, and that's a pseudonym for the person who knows the formula. So I guess only one person at a time.
Only one person knows at a time?
Yeah.
They bring you in a room, they lock the door.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what it is. Weather.com.
And then I did find this article that see how accurate it was, and this was for New Jersey for last year. So it was published actually the September 10th, and they went back and saw like how last winter if the Farmer's Almanac was right. And it was like okay. It like sometimes the weather was kind of right, but it was off by a month or two. Some of the storms were right, but they were off by like a week or so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's like, I should have carried the one.
So yeah, but I thought that was fun.
That's
I like
neat.
it. I like a good.
What do they have in the kids one then?
These and the kids Old Farmer's Almanac for kids is more just like facts and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's not
That's nice.
predictions.
It's a nice looking
It's
book,
not
though.
like the best day to cut school.
No. You know, it's just facts about things.
Okay.
Well, that's probably more fun.
More accurate, probably.
Yes. I do like those books. I like this type of reference book because it's the type of thing that, like, if you see it laying around, you'll just pick it up and you'll just, like, randomly pick something and read it and be like, oh, that was interesting.
Yeah. And it was hard. It's like really I'm sure it's like, but when you look at it, it's confusing to look at. It has so many symbols and signs. It's like astrology.
Yeah, it is like astrology.
Like when I pick it up, it looks just like picking up an astrology book. So, but yeah, it was interesting. I was trying to see if it predicted the earthquake that we had in April, and it's from what I could quickly tell, it didn't.
No,
because it does predict earthquakes, but like if it says the moon is high, then that within 5 days of that in the southern hemisphere, you'll have an earthquake. And if the moon is low within 5 days of that in the northern hemisphere, there'll be an earthquake somewhere.
Okay. They can also tell you when there is an earthquake because it actually shakes. The book actually will shake during the earthquake and let you know an earthquake is actually happening.
Oh, boy. Benjamin Franklin is
There you go.
This.
Yeah, is it? Is that true?
There he is. Yes, it is true.
Oh, very cool. We actually, I had a program with a weatherman, Joe Rayo. I think it was last year, the year before. And he worked for the Almanac. And the editor of the Almanac showed up in the Zoom room. And I'm like, oh, that's the editor of the Old Farmer's Almanac. Watching our program.
The ads in the back of the book. A little suspect.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Nicole. We greatly appreciate that. And you've made it. You've made it through this very long episode of this podcast.
Delightful.
But it was delightful because it was chock full of amazing information that you'll go away with, and you'll know new things because you've listened and you've spent the time with us. And if you want to listen to newer things on our show, it's the website mcplpodcast.com. And you know what? Email us. Let us know if you like Sara and Nicole's straight hair that they've straightened on the correct day. That's
Of course you do.
Of course.
Because
it's
someone
so
told us.
in the book.
Yeah, or if you've used the Farmer's Almanac to potty train your kids.
Exactly.
Or wean your livestock from their mother.
I thought you were
Kill them.
I thought you were going to say, I'm going to read that in the bathroom while I'm waiting for my kid to go. That's what I thought that was going to be.
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
It's a podcast at mcplibrary.org is the address. So send us something there. And again, another reminder, YouTube, hit the like button and hit subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. So thank you so much for joining us on this week's episode. For Sara Fade and Nicole Rambo, I'm Sal DiVincenzo. We will see you on the next show.